everybody. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing well, so welcome. Come on in, make yourself at home. My name is Marsha with Mimi Makes Keepsakes. I'm happy that you're here. It's been a while since I sat down and had a chat with y'all, like face to face, and show you what I've made. I also had a market last week, so I will talk to you some about that, how that went. Yeah, so today is Sunday. Of course, we went to church, we had brunch, and my daughters and I are going to go see the Nutcracker later this afternoon. So I had some time in between scheduled events to share with y'all, and hopefully this will turn out right and no issues, and I can get it up to y'all maybe tonight or tomorrow. So I do have my sparkly shirt on. One of my girls got us a little Nutcracker sweaters to wear. Isn't that pretty? To wear when we go see the Nutcracker ballet this afternoon. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm so excited. And last year we also went to a ballet production. And so it's kind of become a tradition that we do, that we get together and we go watch a ballet performance around this time of year. Let's see, Friday night we went to a little Christmas in the Past is what it's called. It's just a little vendor market, Christmas party in one of the smaller towns here in Mississippi Gulf Coast area. That was a lot of fun. I went to see if I wanted to possibly be a vendor at this market, but probably not. It is at night, which I think that has, you still have to get your lights. And also it was quite chilly. I know here in the Mississippi Gulf Coast area, it does get cold. And if you call 40 to 50 cold, it was cold for me. And so I don't think I would function that well in that type of weather and try to stay focused and do a market. But it was a fun event to get out. I was bundled up. I had on my long johns, my t-shirt, my sweater, my jacket, my scarf, my beanie. Didn't have gloves. So guess what was cold? My hands. But I did buy a cute reindeer mug, and I got the cutest little snowman. And I have to post a picture in for that. It's just so cute. It's a little skinny snowman. And so we did that. So it's been busy. I know this time of year is crazy busy for everybody. And, I don't even have small children at home, but I do have adult children. I do have grandchildren. We do have things to go to, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So I finally found some time to sit down and chat with y'all. So I can start off by telling you about my market I had last Sunday, and it went okay. It wasn't, I didn't do really well. It was a farmer's market we have here in my area, and then ever so often they'll do a Sunday market, or they'll do, it was like a Christmas festival market Sunday. I think it was like from 11 to 3. I did okay. I really didn't sell a whole lot. I sold my axolotl, but I had people asking me for things. Do you have a shark? Do you have a panda bear? Do you have a duck? Oh, if you had a duck, we would buy a duck. I carried a duck with me around since the beginning of my markets, and it sold in my last market. But I did not make any new stock to sell for this market. I just brought what I had left over from my fall market. And I believe if I don't know. Sometimes I say, well, I should have been more prepared. I should have had more merch, but it just is what it is. I don't think people were ready to shop for Christmas just yet. And plus it's like a farmer's market, so it wasn't known as a Christmas come shop event. It was more of a fun time for kids to come and see Santa, see the Grinch, you know, have your picture made. And then we have some vendors, a food truck. Some food trucks were there. It was a good turnout as far as vendors, but it was kind of slow on the customer side, which is fine. I still enjoyed being there and talking to everybody and talking to people about my makes. And I did sell a few things. It wasn't a complete loss. But y'all, my husband is doing a 3D printing, and these toys are so cute. So we did sell some of the mini raptors, and I had him make me some ladybugs. Oh, these little ladybugs. And I put them on a card that has cute little sayings about the ladybug. These didn't sell, but I'm not very graceful. These didn't sell, but I'm okay with that because I think they eventually will. And they got the little wobbly head. Also, just came out. So I'm not in my normal desk area. My desk is over here, and my wall, the shelf that has my yarn in it is like right here. And this is a mess. This is a big mess. So I've been trying to organize my yarn so I can see what I have, pull stuff out of my craft bags, wind it, actually see what I have left. So back behind this desk where I normally sit, there's like craft bags, hot mess, express, and then right over here are my windows. These were the crates that I had left over from my market. So all of my craft stuff was in my living room. I had to get out of my living room so I can decorate for Christmas. So it's just a mad mumble jumbo right now, and it may be that for a while. I don't know, but an egg fell. That's what fell. It wasn't the little ladybug. I have some eggs over here with some dragons to share with y'all that I didn't share, that I haven't talked to you about before. There's a lot that I've made that I haven't talked to you about before. But yeah, the sweet little ladybug is safe. And I have her over here sticking out of my plant. Right here. Just makes a really cute accessory. Look at that. I'm loving these little 3D toys. So my husband showed me the website that he uses to order patterns from, and I'm like, ooh. So this just came off of his 3D printer. I wanted it. Y'all, look at that. Toad with a Santa hat. That is adorable. So he made me a frog with a Santa hat. And I have a feeling these will be going as lanyard gifts and gift bags. Also, y'all, I wanted these two little penguin keychains. Oh my goodness. So yes, I do have one of these on my set of keys. It's adorable. I'm loving this 3D printer. He's making all kinds of cute things for me. So I did have these at my market. I thought they were adorable. Anyway, y'all didn't come here to see the 3D printer stuff. But since it's cute, I figured I would share with you. And he made me some little bitty polar bears. Isn't that cute? Adorable. And I asked for these little snowmen. Snowman and Snowwoman. I had these at the market. These sold. I was selling 4 for $5. Look. Adorable. Isn't that precious? I'll get my fingers out of the way. Look. So these are cute little desk buddies. I enjoy putting them on my desk, especially when I used to work in recruiting. So yeah, I always had fidget stuffs on my desk. I still have fidget stuff on my desk. So while I'm editing this video, y'all, I am fidgeting. So that is some of the things that, talking about my market. So I did have some makes. My snood hat sold. Every time I do a snood hat, it sells because I wear mine because it was cold. And people's like, I love that hat. Where did you get that hat? And then they end up buying the one I have on my head mannequin, which is over here somewhere. But oh my goodness. So I'll put this little frog up here next to the little frog that I crocheted. And I do have a video on that. This is still one of my favorite crochets. She's got a little pink Mary Janes. But back to the market. Like I said, it went well. It was okay, but it wasn't as big of a turnout as I was hoping it would be. I don't think people were just ready to purchase Christmas gifts. I did have a mom reach out to me. She had her kids with her, and she's like, you know, maybe I'll reach you later. And I said, that's fine. So I don't think I'm going to do any more markets this year. You look like you crooked. I don't think I'm going to do any more markets this year. And because life is busy, I'm making Christmas presents for my grandkids. I've enjoyed doing that. And so, yeah, then we got to do Christmas shopping. We've been doing some of our Christmas shopping off of Amazon, which is great. We reach out to everybody and it's like, send us your wish list. But I also had at this market some 3D eggs my husband printed with some new dragons. They were on my Instagram. So the eggs that you've seen before in my videos were the small ones like this. Well, he also had some minis like that. Isn't that pretty? So he had the mini egg. I'm thinking I need to make a mini dragon to go in it. Y'all look. Oh, look at there. So I did make a small little mini Diddy Dex dragon. This was made out of yarn art jeans. And I believe it was either 2.5 or 2.75 millimeter crochet hook. He did not get the little spikes because I was just done. I always do surface spikes anyway. And this tail, doing 5 in a round, you can tell it was like, okay, I'm done doing 5 in the round. We're gonna have to go up a few rounds, but it's still just as adorable. So I do have this little egg, mini egg, as an option for him, but my husband did, but my husband did an egg that turns. Let me see if I can get it open. Turns like this. I'm losing strength in my hands. So, and it turns open like that. And he fits as snug as a bug in there. And y'all have seen my Instagram. Y'all have seen this little sweetie. So this little egg is bigger. Ooh. So it's kind of like a medium-sized egg. But this one is my favorite with all these colors. And I did do another dragon for my market out of this egg. And he is green and yellow. I thought he was adorable. This is Premier Parfait Chunky. And I believe a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. Yeah. these little dragons are just the sweetest, but I didn't sell any at my market. I had a lot of people come and look. Like I said, my market before this, I sold a lot, but it was a bigger market. I did not sell any this last market, but I'm not surprised. Like I said, in general, I did not sell a whole lot. I think the most people that had bought from my booth were either vendors' kids or people that were vendors that were there. I think more people came out just to be out in the nice weather and eat at the food trucks. And these are so soft. But that's okay. I'm glad I was out and I got to enjoy the weather. Hung out with my husband and my daughter. She helped also. Just a good day to be out. And I appreciate everybody that came by and said, hey, there was one other vendor there that she does crochet, and her and I do a lot of events together, or end up being at the same events together. And I was going to ask her how she did at the end. She was on the other end of the farmer's market. So we wasn't really that close together, but we did talk to each other, say hey, and kind of see. It's always fun to see what others make. I enjoy seeing what people make. It's always fun to see all the cute stuff. And you know what? Two people can make the same thing and it's going to look totally different. So having other crochet vendors there with the different style of goodies doesn't bother me. Now, if you have a whole lot, I don't know. I'm not even going to talk about that because that's not what I'm here for. So this is the little mini egg. I thought it was cute also. So yeah, we've been having fun with the 3D printer, kind of accessorizing my crochet. And for right now, we're enjoying it. So looking on my Instagram, I did make some things that I took to the bakery. I made some gingerbread men, and I'll post pictures of that. So with the little gingerbread men that I made, they went to the bakery, and they were Plushico patterns. And if I haven't already, I'll post a picture up. And they were made with Premier Parfait Chunky 4.5mm crochet hook. Now these little gingerbread men were a quick, easy make, but they wasn't a fun make just because of the color change on the bottom of the legs and the arms. So with these, one of them I crocheted the color change, and the other one I just threaded that color change in because they're so little, and it looked just as good whether you crocheted in or just threaded that white in. I wish I had one to show you, but I don't. Sorry. So I also made another gnome. Some gnomes I took to the market. This one was a Christmas gnome I took to my market. It's so cute. Oh, it's adorable. So he didn't sell, but that's okay. I'll take him to the bakery, and I'll leave the link for the pattern down below and what he was made with. I believe it was Premier Parfait Chunky, 4.5mm crochet hook. I did not get a picture of this little guy on my Instagram. Just didn't have time. I had him made up, and I do need to get a picture so I can remember what I made and what I made him with. So he will go to the market. Not to the market. He'll go to the bakery. And let me see. This is a pattern by Happy Dolls Pattern on Instagram. And I believe that's what it is on Etsy also. I'll leave that link down below. Jolly little gnome. So this is a Christmas ornament I put up here. Not sure if it's my favorite, but you know, if you take it off, you got Ole Miss colors. So he could be a festive gnome, or he could be a college gnome. I don't know. Thought it was cute, easy to make. Also, I showed you my Lyle the crocodile that I made for my grandson. Well, my granddaughter wanted a panda, so I finished her panda. Look at her. So her name is Pam, and she loves her purple bow, and she loves to twirl, and she loves to pick wildflowers. So this is a pattern from Animal Friends of Pica Pau. It's from the book. I'm not sure what book it's from. I'll post it down below. And so I made it with, this was a booger to make. It was a labor of love. I didn't enjoy it as much. The color change here, I had to go back in and take some black yarn and kind of fill in some places where I felt like it was too big of a gap. So, and her little smile looks crooked, but that's okay. It's okay. Nothing I make, I never have made anything that was perfect, and that's okay. Just so, you know, just like us humans, no one is perfect. We all have our flaws. So do my little amigurumi. They're just that unique. Made with love. Okay, I'm rambling. So this was made with Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn sport weight. And I used a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. For me, I personally think that crochet hook was too small. I probably should have went with 2.75. This yarn just constantly kept splitting, and I had to go back through and pick up, restart, pull out, restart, because it was splitting pretty bad. And I think that's due to my hook maybe being too small. So I'll have to try something again with that yarn, maybe use some 2.75. Anyway, I don't like splitty yarn. It makes the process longer, and then I have to do the color change. But I think my granddaughter is gonna love her. Purple is her favorite color, and this was a bow that was in a pack of bows that I bought, and I took it apart so I could take it off the little clamp and then stick it, I'll show you. Stick it in a bobby pin, because the clamp that it was on is okay for like my plushies, but with this finer yarn, I had to take that clamp off. So when I took the clamp off, the middle of the bow came out, which is fine. I just took some purple yarn and wrapped up the middle, squeezed that bow back together, and stuck a bobby pin. So that bobby pin would fit down on her head to give her that purple bow. So that bobby pin would fit in between my stitches. Now, if it was made out of plushie yarn, the clamp that was on this bow, the clamp, I believe that's what you call it, would have worked fine. But so I kind of fixed, I didn't want to crochet a bow. I could have crocheted a bow. I know how to crochet a bow. And time I got through doing all this, it would probably been quicker to crochet a bow, but I like the little cloth bow. Adorable, just precious, darling, and I think my granddaughter is going to love her. So I got my oldest grandson, the crocodile, my granddaughter, the panda, because she told me she likes pandas. She said that was her favorite animal. I'm going to set this over here. I'll stick the bow back in later. So also my youngest grandson that I keep the last part of the week, I was crocheting a fun crochet, and I'll show y'all that later. He kept trying to love on my yarn, and it was Big Twist Plush, and I'm thinking he doesn't have anything made out of Big Twist Plush from Joann's. So while he was napping, I made him an oddball bird. I was just making something for him, and I'll post a picture of it right here. And I'm thinking he's gonna love it. It's just so quirky and cute because he hugs on the ball of yarn. So when he woke up, I set it on the edge of the couch and he just knocks it off. He's like, uh-oh. So I had to get with his mom and see if he liked this oddball bird. But the things you do for your kids and grandkids. But so I for Christmas, he's getting a reindeer. Y'all probably seen this little guy on my Instagram. He is just precious. He has his dorky little look with his ears. First, I'm thinking, it looks like it's going to be, what's that elf off of Harry Potter? That's the vibe I was getting. And okay, y'all, I haven't watched Harry Potter. I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I tried to watch it a couple times. Just not my cup of tea, but that's okay. But I do know some of the characters just because it's part of our culture. Especially when my kids were growing up. I mean, I don't know them. I recognize them when I see them. Oh, that's a Harry Potter character. So anyway, I don't know why I'm rambling to y'all, but I still think he turned out adorable. So since this is going to my youngest grandson, that is 1.5 years, I did embroidery eyes. I did the embroidery nose. So get a good look at him now because look at his little white tail. This was made out of Bernat blanket yarn, and I believe, let me pull up the details. So in my Instagram, this is Bud Buck. He is a chill whitetail hiding out till the season is over. All he wants for Christmas is a red scarf and a forever home. He doesn't know it yet, but he'll get his wish this Christmas. So I'm thinking he would look, oh, sorry fella. I'm thinking he would look really cute with a red scarf. But giving it to my grandson, I'm not sure that would be a good idea. It would just be, I mean, I could sew it on, but I think he'll be fine like this. So I think Bud will be okay without his red scarf. But he will go to the Forever Home. This will be my grandson's this Christmas. And like I said, it was made with, oh, Chenille Home Slam. I was thinking it was Premier Bernat blanket yarn, but it's Chenille Home Slam. And a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. I really liked working with this yarn. I found an order. I stuck some yarn on this other side of my craft room in a bookshelf. And I have it covered with this banner. It kind of hides all the mess, the mumbo jumbo back there. So I found it and I'm like, oh, it's like I have new yarn. And it was all Chenille Home Slam or Sweet Snuggles Light. And I really like Chenille Home Slam yarn. I've forgotten about that. It's a little bit softer than Bernat blanket yarn and doesn't shed quite as bad as the Sweet Snuggles Light. So this was a pattern by Kitz Knitz. I think I said that right. Y'all, the Southern tongue. Just go with it. Excuse me. This pattern is by Kitz Knitz. She's also the one that made the pumpkin boy that I did, the jack-o'-lantern. And so I bought her reindeer pattern, Rudy the reindeer, but this is Bud Buck. Did him. Also bought her Santa pattern. I'm going to show you Santa in a minute. And I also bought her, it's the flower pillow pattern. I'm going to try that for my granddaughter or just for me. The pattern, this was an easy make. It's just not a whole lot of shaping, you know, a few increases, then you do your decreases. I do my cuffs different than what she suggests. I usually try to work in the back loop and give me those front loops and build my cuffs from there. I don't do it like what she says because there's more than one way to do it. And I'm sure her way may work beautifully for somebody, others, but I still like the pattern. I like the way that it's written. Quick, easy, fun make. I definitely would make one of these again. I would make another one again. It's just cuddly. I think little man is going to love it. It's going to be as big as he is. I don't know. He's pretty tall, y'all. Also, I made her Santa pattern. Y'all, look at Santa. This is so cuddly and snuggly. I gave him embroidery eyes because he's going to be at Mimi's house. I don't think I'm going to sell this guy. Look at him. I don't think I'm going to sell him. I think he is going to hang out at Mimi's house and come out during Christmas. And then if the grands want to play with him, they can play with him. Now this thing, it wasn't really that complicated to make. It wasn't that hard. But like I said, there's some things that I did it the way I could understand. I didn't do it the way that she said to do it. Because I just like, well, then no, there's a better way to do that. Like the cuffs on his boots, they look like they're two different sizes, but that always happens to me. You know, you start one leg with one tension type and then you start the other with a different tension type, and I ended up with two different sizes. But I didn't, same way with this, I did, let's see, back loop crochet that gave me the front loop to work these little, I think it's pipsqueak yarn, this little fur. Also, I stuffed his head a little too much because his hat is supposed to come down like this and kind of cover like his ears. And his mustache, I believe I put it on upside down, but you know what? I don't care. I'm not redoing it. This was the biggest thing I think I've ever crocheted besides a blanket in my entire life. He's a little chubby around the middle, but aren't we all? It's kind of flat bottom. Maybe I should have stuffed more back here. I was wondering if I should stuff this more up here, but they turn, you know, all of our makes, all of our toys turn out the way that they're meant to turn out. They just turn out looking different. And if I was to make another one, he would look totally different also. This is a pack of pom-poms that I bought from the Dollar Tree. And I just sewed that on top because I didn't want to make pom-poms. So last night I finished this little dude up and I was ready to be done with him. I'm like, just wanted him to be done and go sit out around in my living room around my Christmas decorations. And so he did have some buttons. I got my button jars out and found him some little buttons, and come to find out they're like little Calvin Klein buttons. It's just a variety of buttons that came from I don't know where. And he has, I did my straps different than what she said to do. So when you do the overalls, I didn't like fasten off and reattach. I just went ahead and chained up from that last stitch and just chained up the amount of chains that the pattern said, and then fastened it off here, and then just attached slip stitch and started chaining up another chain, and then just fastened it off up here, and I called it done. I didn't go back through and single stitch or anything like that. I just left it as is. But he is adorable. So he's a big one. I made it with the big Twist Plush yarn. So this makes things a little heavy, a little bigger, and it was made with a 7mm crochet hook. And yeah, I just think it's adorable. Would I make another one of these? I don't know. I don't have it on my Instagram yet. I haven't shared pictures. I don't know if I would make another one. It would have to be a good reason. But I'm glad I made him. Look how big. He's so tall and handsome and cuddly. I did, like I said, do embroidery eyes, but I don't know. I don't know if I would give it to like a toddler. I don't know. I think it would be okay, especially, but not with the buttons. And yeah, I think it turned out cute. Not sure if I'll make another one, but definitely if you if you want something to snuggle with this holiday season, I would definitely make one of these. That's cute. So this is Kitz Knitz, the Santa. I'll leave the Etsy shop down below. The reindeer, and I think she has a snowman that's came out since I've gotten these patterns. Not sure if I'll do the snowman. Never know what I'm going to do. I'm not sure if I'll do the snowman. I might. I never know. Now the patterns, they are like $12, $13. But to me, it was worth it because you get a lot. a lot of stitches. But I also know Etsy, y'all. My husband sells some things on Etsy, and you got fee after fee. And, you know, honestly, she's probably not making that much off of that $12 from the pattern anyway. So if I really like the pattern, I'll buy it because I appreciate the work that went into it. I mean, if I have the funds, sometimes I have to wait till payday. But I'm also supporting another crochet artist. And yeah, Etsy, basically, it feels like you're working for Etsy because you only get a small portion of what you make. Just is what it is. So I didn't come here to grumble about that. So I think that is it I have to share with y'all today. I think so. I know I rambled on long enough, and if you're still hanging out with me, I appreciate it. Fingers crossed that the lighting will be fine, and this will work up, and I won't have to redo this video. This will work out. I don't have to redo this video. My last video about my amigurumi books, crochet books, craft books turned out to be a very long video, and I didn't even talk to y'all about stuff. So, well, not welcome. I'm gonna go, and I hope y'all are enjoying this month of December. It's gone by so fast. Y'all, this is not my favorite time of year. Is that wrong to say that? I love Christmas. I love getting together with family. But the season, I'm not a winter season person. The days are shorter, less sunlight, it's cold. It's just not my favorite. I'm ready for spring, but you know what? There's always something to look forward to. And I'm looking forward to spring. All right, and I'm also looking forward to the ballet this afternoon. All right, y'all, I hope y'all are doing well. If it's not a good week for you, I hope next week's better. And I look forward to hearing from y'all. Also, anytime you want to share with me what you make and try to send me a picture, send it to my email. I love seeing what y'all made. And if you want me to share it, to say, hey, feel free to share it. I love seeing what other people make, and I love hearing from y'all. Okay, I gotta go. Talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.